This is Nicholas Russo, and I'm here to do the oral presentation from the New York Times. Now, the article I did from the New York Times was Yes, It's Your Parents' Fault. And it's an article that was made in January of this year, so it's relatively new, and it's about the attachment theory. Now, basically, the attachment theory is the theory that when you're born to the time you're 1.5, the attachment that you have to your parents, whether it's a full family or a single family, your siblings, if you have no siblings, or if you have brothers, or if you have sisters, the attachments that you have towards them from your early stages of your life go all the way until your adulthood, and it actually should the time from when you're young, you witness what you witness, how you feel, the attachments you get towards your family is the attachments that you'll feel towards others in your adulthood, whether it's your boss, your significant other, etc. So basically the article talks about how there's multiple experiments done on younger kids, babies from the time they're born to 1.5, on what they saw and how they reacted and how they feel towards their parents, whether it's just a mom, or whether it's just a dad, whether it's both. And through these reactions, they followed the kids into adulthood and looked at their interactions between significant others, workplaces, bosses, friends, and how they treated one another. And what the experiment saw was that what you witness when you're a baby and how you're treated and how you feel towards your parents or your significant other is what you're going to show when you're an adult, how you're going to treat your boss. If your boss says something to you, how you're going to feel about it. If your friends say something, how attached are you going to be. The attachment that you grasp from when you're younger is going to follow you all the way, and it's going to be subconsciously how you feel about others when you're older. So that's how the article was about. What I learned throughout the article was basically everything. I mean, it makes sense that what you learn when you're younger, you're going to feel when you're older, but to me, I didn't realize that it would start from such a young age and follow you all the way up until you're in adulthood. When you're an adult, you're not going to remember what happened in those first year and a half of your life, but subconsciously your brain is wired to show those emotions that you felt when you were younger towards the people that you feel the same emotions to when you're older. And how you react starts from when you're young. So I thought that was fascinating. As far as it goes towards this class, I think that it fits into this class perfectly. It's neuropsychology. It's your brain's subconscious from when you're young all the way up until you're in adulthood, and it shows how the brain is wired for you to think that way all the way up, leading through your younger years, through your teens, through your young adult, all the way up to your adulthood. So I think it fits the class perfectly because it has to do with how the brain is wired and how your subconscious feels towards from when you're young to when you're an adult. As far as the class goes, the text-wise, I think from the beginning of the chapter, the text when it has birds, how they learn how to chirp from a young age, and how the chirp progresses through to when they're older, and it's just something they learn subconsciously, that their chirps become into songs. I think it has to, the human brain is wired very similar now that I've read this article. I think that what we learn from when we're a year and a half, it shows that we follow subconsciously, it follows us until we're in adulthood, and that's how we treat our friends and family. So overall, I think it was a great article. I learned a lot from it, and thank you.